Okay, so when you first land on your profile, or when you first log in, this is the page you should land on. And if not, it'll be this one here. And then what you'll want to do, oh yeah, I see your video in here, great. So the first thing we'll do is we want to upload a little headshot. So the way you would do this is you click your gray image right here, your settings, and it's going to go to this profile section. And this is where you can upload your little headshot. You can change any of this information here. I just put the generic information that I had for you. So that's all here, but you can add your business phone, website, title, anything else you want. The next thing is, of course, your logo. So we want to swap our logo out with yours. And that's going to be done if we go to this team tab right here, team, and then my team. This is where you can drop in your new logo. You just select it, click accept, and then hit refresh, and it'll upload the logo there and also on your video page. Yeah, so once we have the profile picture, maybe some more contact information, and then the logo, the last thing here is some social accounts. So if you want to include links to like your social accounts, like your Facebook or LinkedIn or business profiles, whatever, you can do those here, and they'll actually show up on the video page as well. So, okay, so now that those little bits of information are loaded in, we would go to your.
Get to that side, you just hit the headshot thing right there, and it brings you to this thing, the drop down on the left, right?
Yeah. So what happened is, say when you log in and you might see this dashboard first, you click your profile picture and then your settings, and then this is where the options change. The whole left navigation changed when you click your settings.
Okay.
So yeah, your profile picture here, your logo is under my team, and then social accounts are under social. And then we can display everything on your video page that you have filled out under your profile. So half of these are blank right now. So the business phone, web address, title, you can choose to put those in there. All right, so next thing is going to be editing the video itself. So glad you already made one. We can go right in here.
Okay.
Click edit. So the first thing we want to do is set up your calls to action. So it looks like you guys are going to be using a different button for each quote. Is that what that looks like? Because you wanted the button to say the person's name on it, that PDF or that link is unique for each quote, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is where we would want to create a CTA. So you just go to the call to action, create new, and this would be a URL, and then you'd name it, I think Jose was the one, Jose Home Insurance, and then this is where you'd put the link. So you take that URL from the PDF you have and just drop it right here. And then button text, you can say whatever. I just threw an example in there, but you could say Jose's Auto or whatever you want it to say. And then designing the page. Actually, you can do this right now. So So this design element is the next thing. Yeah. So this is it here. What I would recommend too is just once you set up the page, just set everything as a default, and then that way it's designed once, and then it's a template to move forward with. So this guy here is actually the player color, like this play button and the play bar on the video page. That's this one here. So if you guys want to tie that into your logo color or whatever you want to do, you can do so right there. You just move the slider. That color red, or?
Yeah. Yep. That's perfect.
All right, so that one's done. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then now your play button's red. Okay, and the next thing is the background of the page. So you guys, I'll just show you real quick. There's hundreds of images on our server that you can choose from, or there's going to be, you can upload your very own custom image as well. The only limitation is that it needs to be 1280 by 720 so that it doesn't look messed up on the page. Let me actually go ahead and show you what this looks like. So right now, your video page is just blank in the background, so this is what it would look like. We can remove these emoji toolbars or leave them there. It's up to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, cool. So the next thing is this little image here. So let me just select one, and then you can see what it looks like on the background. Like any of these, or just you want a solid flat color?
Solid flat color.
Okay, so then yeah, we would just upload a custom one in that situation. I think just take a flat gray image and then upload it as a custom background. Probably the easiest way.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, I mean, if you want to send me, yes, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say you can either send me an email with the exact color you want, or with just like an image of that color, and then I can crop it to the right size. Or yeah, just let me know that color through an email, and then I can upload it there for you.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. And then once that's done, so we got the player color, and then we have the background. And that would pretty much be it. So after that point, you can upload your logo. You'll get this little email signature here. So you have your profile picture, any other contact information you want to include. And then on the lower half of this would be some call to actions once those are set up. And then this background image will be to your guys as well. And then this stuff won't actually be there on the recipient's end, so you can ignore that. So you see this little field. You can say, hey, first name. And then it actually the reason we designed this piece, it was actually design this to replace that whiteboard feature. It's not, I would say it's not quite equal, but it's definitely more convenient. So it would say their first name right on the top of the video there instead of in the video. But many of you, like I said, you guys are already making custom videos, so I know it's probably not such a big deal to do that. But you do have this option as well. Okay, so the closed captions are a little bit harder. I probably wouldn't recommend using the closed captions for every single video, because especially if you guys are doing a couple a day or several a day, because the way that the closed captions are generated are actually, we usually recommend YouTube because it's a free service, but there are other services that generate them. There's a site called rev.com, which does it for like $1 a minute. But like I said, YouTube does it for free. So, but it's not automatic. So it's you upload the video to YouTube, and then the YouTube as the service, it generates that file automatically, and then you can download the SRT and then attach it. So like I said, yeah, if you guys are making several of these a day, it's not super convenient. I would say when you guys produce like a commercial or an advertisement, or if it's a video that you can recycle, like you can send the same video to multiple people, then that's when you might consider adding an SRT file, because otherwise it just isn't very efficient.
Okay, then what is the site to add the?
Yeah, rev.com. And like I said, YouTube does do it for free as well. So, but I would say if you're in a hurry and it's important, I'd go to Rev, because what it does is it's actually a human that's back there editing the transcription, so it adds capitals to first names and periods and punctuation and all that. Whereas if you do it on YouTube, it's just going to be the text. There's no periods or capital letters or anything like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so they're actually in there just like India.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a real person typing up your, editing your stuff back there, versus YouTube's just a piece of tech that's doing it. So yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe it's the only reason why is because sometimes when people open up their phones, they don't always have the sound on.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, like I said, if you're doing a lot of them a day, it might not be convenient enough to justify it. But if it's, like I said, a video that you're going to recycle, then that's one you could absolutely, put a little bit more production value into it, and have the closed captions and stuff on there.
So when they hit that little emoji, it'll let us know.
Yeah, it'll actually track all those right within the system. So, well, here, actually, let's just go ahead and hit play, and then I'll show you in the system where it tracks all that stuff. Okay, and then what's the email, Jessica?
Jessica at Holtz, HULTZ, online.
What's the last name?
Gonzalez.
Gonzales.
All right, what do you want your password to be?
Sorry, Graham, GRAHAM, looks like a capital T probably. I don't know if you have to have a capital, it doesn't matter to me.
I threw one in there. Okay. And then so you should have just gotten a confirmation link, and then if you can go to your email and confirm that, and then we can move to the next step. Yeah, they likely have a little password reset thing too. So as long as you have access to whatever email you connected it to, that should be fine. They'll have a reset option.
Check it. Maybe go to mine real quick. I'm trying to pull up the emails. I'm slow. Mine has a calendar reset here. Want to check mine out? Or?
Oh, you mean yours? Or oh, sorry.
All right, you got it. I'm sorry.
Cool. All right. Oops. Was it 944 you said?
Yep.
There we go. Okay, and then so this might actually have to be done through your computer because it's going to sync your calendars. So whether you're using a Google or Outlook calendar, this is where you're going to choose which calendar you want to sync it to.
Okay.
So yeah, I think she would have to do it from her computer because it's gonna grab whatever calendar she has associated there.
Okay. And then once she does it, then it just links up to. You can go to the thing, and then it'll just link back up, or how?
Yeah. So the way that it works is it syncs up to your email and your calendars automatically, and then it gives you a little link that you can actually attach as a call to action button. So here, let me just show you on the menu here so you can see what it looks like there. So when we go to create a new CTA, you're going to click the calendar type. And then this one, you just name it, calendar or whatever you need to name it. So that's what you know, because the recipient won't see the name. They see what's on the button text. So you choose calendar, Calendly, and then the Calendly URL they give you, you just drop it right in there. So if you go to Calendly, and there will be this option that says copy your link, and it'll say calendly.com/Jessica Gonzalez or something like that. And you would paste that into here, but then delete all the stuff that says Calendly because it's already here. So it's just the second half of the URL.
Oh, okay. So you just delete the Calendly.
Yeah, because you'll copy it from Calendly, and when you paste it in here, it'll say calendly.com/calendly.com. So then you delete that part and then whatever's left. And then for the button text, you would say, either you could choose one of these ones, schedule a consultation, make an appointment with Sean, or this one would be Jessica in that case. Or you could use a custom text and say, chat with, Jessica or Gonzalez. So you can choose a custom one or choose one of the pre ones.
Okay.
And then you hit. Go ahead.
And then when we do that, we have to keep doing it every single time.
No. That's just going to be a one-time thing. The only thing we would have to update is going to be the call to actions for the quotes. Yeah, those will be different each time, but the calendar integration will be there 100% of the time, always.
Okay. Now on the text message, when we get ready to send the text message, that's obviously I guess through the app, right?
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say you guys don't have currently like a text messaging application on your computers, right?
No.
Okay, then it would be done through your mobile.
Maybe it might be good to get that because I think it might be good. Yeah, but I mean, if we're sitting on the desktop, and it's just you can get it back on the desktop. Oh yeah, I mean we have the app on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, like if there's a text messaging app you guys recommend that we can just have on our desktop?
Yeah, there's two that I know that are pretty popular. There's Twilio, TWILLIO, And another one is avocado, like avocado, but with chat in it, avocado. Both of those are pretty, well-known texting companies, and they allow you to text from desktop. So, because it's pretty popular, because people are really responsive to text messages versus other forms of communication. So it's best to hit them on multiple channels if you can.
Okay, and then the second question is that do they let us use our cell phone number? Because sometimes the client will respond back to.
I believe so. Yeah, I think you can choose the number that the text messages are coming from.
Okay.
That might depend on the service though too. Like I think Twilio did that. I don't know if the Avocado did that. So you probably have to look into it just a bit. Yeah. Once you've done it on the desktop, you attach your the quotes and everything. It's going to be ready to go on your mobile. So you can just open the mobile app, click the video. There's going to be a little paper airplane icon in the top right corner. You click that, and then there's an SMS option.
Okay. And then when we do the SMS option, we can just put, hey, so-and-so, check out this video. It's already going to have this little thumbnail here.
Yeah. So it does depend on the device as well. So if you guys are on iPhone, it'll drop in the thumbnail every time. I have seen certain Samsungs or like a Windows phone or every device is a little bit different, and even different versions of the same Android. So I would say iPhone 100% of the time will drop in the thumbnail, and I can't say which Android would or would not use the thumbnail. Actually, you know what? We have that on our roadmap right now. We were trying to move it out of the center to over here. I'm not sure where we landed with that exactly, though. But yeah, no, to your point, I don't really like that it's in the center of the face like that. So yeah, no, I will see where we're at. I'll have to get back to you because I know that I submitted a request to put it back over here in like the bottom left corner, but I don't know where our developer landed with it. So I will check into that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because if I'm doing that and they see my face and then
it's blocked. Yeah. Under this next tab, this says video. You can either move the slider along to the point you want the video to start, and you could click set current frame. And then now the thumbnail will be that frame, or you can upload a custom thumbnail. So if you have like a little thumbnail you want to use that looks great, you can upload that as well in place of the video.
Okay, yeah, because so yeah, I just was trying to figure out like how we can get that red out of there.
No, I know, I get it. Yeah.
You think they'll have that done before next week, or is it?
Possibly. Like I said, I'm not sure where we landed on it exactly. The developer might have had some pushback and said, hey, we can't do that. I have to look into that task to see exactly where it landed. Because I don't have 100% certainty on that. I have to look. I guess I'll have to get back to you on where we are with that. So it doesn't show the big red one in the email. It's gonna look like this. This is very similar to how it'll look in the text message as well. There's a little white play button, but then when if they actually view the link, then there's the red play button. Here, let me refresh this.
Yeah, there's that. Okay, so I'll get this. We'll start working on that today, and then I'll try to get all three people's accounts set up, and so we can just start working on that. And then we don't want to make sure we get done by the first. Yeah.
So and like I said, I'll follow up with you early next week, and I'll see exactly, like I said, that feature shouldn't take more than like probably finish it over the weekend actually, and then so even early next week I could let you know that hey, so we're ready to show you this guy and set up the next level of training to make sure we're ready to go by the 1st. And then notifications. And so right now, all activity you'll get pushed to your mobile and to your desktop as long as this phone number matches. Is this your cell phone?
Yeah.
And did you get that notification earlier when we did the emoji thing?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wait, did I get?
Because it comes and goes, like, so it's a quick, it's a live notification, so it doesn't stay on there like a text message alert. It comes and then it goes. So it's like a one notification. Like if you get a new email, it says it vibrates or it dings or whatever the notification is. So this is my activity reporting. I have these views and all this. You can filter it first. You can say if you just want to see who viewed it, you can filter it just by video views. and then you can download this report as well by clicking that button. And then anyone that any one of the 3 accounts you have would be able to go in and pull their own unique reports.
Okay, can you show me what that report looks like?
Like I said, and now this guy is because I don't have the email attached to it. So you would have the email if you put in their email, that would be in this field right here. So it shows, watch percentage. So that's the only data that I just pulled because I'd filtered it by watch type. If I unfilter it by every type, the report's going to look a little bit different. Let's see here.
Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so it's just a CSV file, and it has watches, clicks, or if they clicked. So like here, a CTA type, that means they clicked my URL, they clicked my calendar. There's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just a CSV file, and this is the video name. This is the action that they took. This would be where their email belongs. I guess the report actually does have the device, just not the type. It says it's Apple or Android or desktop. So yeah, that information isn't available on Dubb, but it is available in this report, I suppose. Then here's the city. There's the watch rate right there, and then here's the CTA clicks if they clicked it. So say if you have the PDF pulled up, right? So I have this little, just pretend this is the PDF. I can actually do a screen recording on top of this guy. So here it looks like, so you're using the Chrome extension to create a screen recording. And I can actually have this annotation tool. So pretend the PDF's on the screen right now. I'm like, so hey guys, so here's your quote. And now, so this quote is for this number. And now this one is for, whatever, as you go along the report. So instead of just emailing the thing and saying, hey, take a look at it, you could actually provide the value of it and say, so here's the report, this is what this line means, and that's what this line means. Let us know your thoughts. And then send the video over that way as well. So that I was going to say, one, because we do have a lot of sales guys that they have their pitch decks, like slideshows, and instead of just sending the slide presentations over, they actually record the pitch and then send that way. Because yeah, we have a lot of salespeople that use the tool in that manner. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Yeah, so you just hit that record button, and then it grabs everything on the screen and includes this webcam feed of you. I would say the only limitation for this is if you guys are using, is it like offline Adobe Acrobat, or is it on a web page or your PDF?
It's on a web. No, like we can do it from our desktop.
Oh yeah.
No. I was going to say, because if it's on the desktop, like desktop, that webcam bubble won't appear on top of it. So if it's a web page, so like if it's a software you have to generate the quote, I would say just leave it on that page, because as long as it's on a web page, you'll be able to do the screen recording and draw, annotate the presentation, and then also have the webcam feed of you there.
Yeah, that's great. That's killer.
Yeah, so I mean that may be a more interesting way of going over the quote, because that way it's as if you were there presenting it to him in person.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then so we can actually cover that in the next training as well, because there's a couple cool things you can do. You can actually have let me just show you this real quick. So if I hit this record button, you can actually start the video with your full screen. So for example, it looked like this. I hit share. So I can have the little card available. I can say, hey, first name, or over here, hey, first name, just wanted to say, or, here's your quote. And then I can minimize it and then go into the presentation as well, so that, we can have it be both, best of both worlds is what I'm saying.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thanks, brother.
All right, Sean. All right, Jessica. All right, guys, you have a good one. Happy Friday.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.